what happened. My YouTube app crashed. I had it set up and it was fine. And literally in the middle of saying my finishing thought for that point, it crashed. I have no clue what happened. But I will wait for people to hop on to this one now so that there's actually somebody here and that they saw it. I hope everybody that was watching sees it. I don't know what happened. It just crashed. Like it literally just crashed. So we'll wait a couple minutes. And hopefully everybody sees. I don't know what that looked like for you guys. My YouTube app literally just crashed. Like it was just gone. I would assume it said the stream ended. And then it should have popped up showing I started a new one. I'm talking to myself now. I'll wait a couple minutes. Okay, I'll continue the points and you guys can watch it back. I'm sorry. I don't know why it crashed like that. That sucks. So I'll continue my points. I think what I was saying basically was they can be very different. So don't assume you know exactly what theirs is like, and don't assume that means you don't need to do the things I've talked about, like educating yourself on it or asking them about it and being a good listener of what they need. So the fifth and final point I had for good tips for helping supporting somebody with a mental health struggle or with mental illness was be open to whatever changes are necessary in your friendship with them. So if they are just not able to handle going out as much and they kind of are really feeling most comfortable at home or in your home, just hanging out at home instead, they might feel more comfortable with that. Hello, my YouTube app crashed, so that's why it dropped. And I started a new one to try to finish the conversation. So the 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 way they respond to it will kind of tell you a lot about how you might need to go about the friendship with them, whether it means changing what you guys normally did before, or it can look like maybe um, giving them more space if they need it, or being willing to adjust to what they need and what they're most comfortable with, and just being willing to help in whatever they might need or might be necessary. So being open to that change can be huge for them. It can be really big in allowing them to have whatever they need and feel free to ask for whatever they need. So, I will say that in my experience, the two biggest ones out of what I've talked about before last stream and this stream, or in last stream and this stream, if you haven't watched the first one I started, go watch it because I am I am going to, I'll try to link it afterwards, but I did most of the points there. So, in my experience, I really try to look at each struggle that a friend says they have in its own category, so that it's all it's each own thing, and it can be unique in its own way. And yeah, and I think that's important for allowing it to be whatever it's going to be, instead of putting it in a box of it has to be like this. But that is kind of my biggest tips. Those are really what I found most helpful, and especially studying psychology. I think that's a lot of the biggest functions of studying it that are helpful, is being able to understand it better, knowing what to ask to know how to help them. And that's all stuff that everybody could apply to relationships on some scale. Treatment or not treating, whether this is just a friend in a personal relationship, those things still work. So I think those are good tactics to start with. I think that is an important. Those are important things to think about, and that can be a good place to start. So those are kind of my thoughts. I know somebody the other night mentioned bipolar disorder. And bipolar disorder, I've done a couple of videos on. I don't remember exactly how long ago. We were in the apartment though when I did those videos. So that was probably 2.5 years. I'll have to look back. I'll try to link those as well. I did 2 different ones. I did one talking about bipolar 1 and then bipolar 2. And I also did one on borderline personality disorder. I did a whole disorder series for Mental Monday. So I will link the Mental Monday playlist, and I'll try to find the ones that were specifically about bipolar. Because I know somebody had asked about that, asked if I could talk about it or do a video on it. Bipolar is a super interesting one. I don't have a ton of experience with it. I have one pretty close friend that has it, and I've heard a lot of her experiences. I don't have anybody in my family that has it or anything. I don't have somebody that I see in person a lot that has it, but I have some experience, a little bit, of just talking to somebody with it and kind of hearing how they're saying they're feeling and what their experiences are. And it's really powerful to hear them explain it, because you can tell it's something that if you've never experienced it, you have no clue what it feels like. And that's important to understand also, that it can be very, very different when that's affecting your perspective and your mindset, and that's how that's the lens through which you're seeing things, is that. So I think it can be really helpful to understand things are going to be different, because starting helping a friend struggling with this is going to change things drastically in a lot of ways, if it's intense enough of a struggle to really be affecting them. And yeah, so unless there's questions, that was all the points I had, and that was everything. This one's going to be really short because I did so much talking on the other one, but I hope everybody enjoyed this. I hope it didn't totally kill it by it crashing on me. That really sucked. So yeah, that sucked. But I love Mental Mondays. So if you have any ideas for videos that I haven't done on Mental Monday, leave that in the comments of this, because I'm always excited to hear video ideas, because I love just talking about it. So any topic is super fun. And I want to hear what you guys want to hear about. Like somebody asking about bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is a really unique one, and there aren't many people that know what struggling with that is like. So it's also an important one for like awareness and just being able to have a conversation and not have it be like, oh, because I feel like there's a lot of stigma around not just bipolar disorder, but I feel like bipolar disorder is in that group of disorders that gets very stigmatized. And that I don't think any of mental health should be stigmatized, because everybody deals with some form of it, and it's very hindering to not be able to have a conversation about it. So, yeah, leave ideas for Mental Monday topics in the comments below. I know everybody was super excited about more live streaming. I so wish I could. Our internet is not great for it. So I don't know if I even want to attempt again until significant improvements are made on our internet, because it would just be dropping the whole time. And that would defeat the purpose of trying to do a live stream. So I I would love to, but in the meantime, I've been able to do a few when I've come into town seeing my family, and I've been able to use, like right now, I'm using my aunt's internet, and I'm able to use hers. Um, so that's good internet for live streaming. I would love to. I wish we had the internet back to better. It wasn't great like ever, but it definitely has been slowly getting like worse, and it's just not to a point anywhere where I could try. So unless anybody has any questions or anything, I think I'm going to end the stream here, and this will be the end of the live Mental Monday. I love doing a live themed video. Like I did live Turner syndrome, and I've done a couple live Turner syndromes, I think, and a couple live Mental Mondays. I think this is the second live Mental Monday I've done. So they're super fun, because if there's people on, there's a conversation. And yeah. So I hope watching back you guys enjoyed this. I don't know how many of you got to watch it live. I literally have no other time I could have done this, or I would have tried to time it better. I'm getting ready to head home in a few hours. I don't know exactly when still. It might shift a little bit, but I have a couple people I'm seeing before I head home, and I'm gonna head home hopefully by 2 or 3 my time. So this was like the only time that really worked for me to sit down and try to do a live stream. And because of that, I don't think it was timed very well for everybody to be able to see it. I hope it plays as well back as I tried to have it be. So if you would like live streams on any specific topic, if you tell me ahead of time, maybe I can plan to do more live streams every time I come visit family. We could turn that into a thing, I feel like. So leave ideas for what you would like to see as live stream topics. Did you like a lifestyle Mental Monday? Do you like live Turner? I know every time I go live, we talk about Turner stuff. So I feel like everybody would love more live Turner syndrome videos. But again, it'd have to be when I came into town, because I don't have the internet for it at home. I wish I did. Hopefully that'll happen and be fixed soon. But if you go back on my live streams, you will see the last time I tried at home, it didn't go very well. It kept dropping, and there's like 3 or 4 live streams started because it kept dropping. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave ideas for topics and live streams, just videos, in the comments. And yeah, give this live stream a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!